I am 58 years old. I watched basketball for over 30 years from press row, from courtside, from hallways where cameras never pointed. I watched Magic, I watched Isaiah, I watched all of them. But I never watched anybody do what Larry Bird did before the ball even left his hands. Not the shooting, not the rebounding, not the stats, something else. Something that happened in the moments before the play. Something that lived in his mouth as much as his fingers. Nobody has told this story the way it actually happened until right now. Stay with me. Because what I watched in those arenas, what guys told me after games in quiet voices, it explains everything. The three-point contest, All-Star Weekend, Chicago. I was standing near the tunnel when Bird walked into that room. Every shooter in the league was already there. Dale Ellis, Leon Wood, real shooters, guys who practiced this specific thing. Bird walked in, looked around, and said it out loud. Who is playing for second place? Just said it, flat, like he was reading a scoreboard that nobody else could see yet. A man named Clarence worked arena security for 20 years, was standing 6 feet from me when it happened. He leaned over and said quietly, "I have never seen a room go that silent, that fast." Nobody said a word. Not one of those shooters said a single word back. That was the moment I understood what Larry Bird actually was. He won the contest. Of course he did. He was struggling in that final round, his own words later, and then he got hot on the last 2.5 racks. When he released the last one, he felt it leave his hand clean, and he knew. He walked off with his hand up before the ball hit the net. The next day on the team bus, he turned to Danny Ainge and said, "Hey Danny, who is the three-point king?" Not a question, a reminder. Here's what people say about Bird. They say he was a great shooter, a smart player, a fierce competitor. Here is what actually happened inside those games. He told James Worthy exactly where he was going on the last play. Told him the screen, told him the curl, told him the corner, told him the shot, everything. Then he went exactly there and hit it. Worthy stood there after and said, "Are you kidding me?" That is my Larry Bird story. That was everybody's Larry Bird story. He told a defender named Johnny High to guard him closer or he was going to hit a three and go home. Johnny smiled. The ball came in. Bird turned, shot it, and as it was in the air, he turned toward the bench and yelled, "Told you so." Walking to the locker room, he put his arm around Johnny and said, "I told you to come guard me." That was not trash talking. Trash talking is noise. What Bird did was different. He made the announcement, then he made the play, every time. I am 58 years old. I have watched basketball my entire adult life. I have watched fear in this game before. I have watched players tighten up, hesitate, second guess themselves in big moments. I never watched anything like what happened to grown men when Larry Bird opened his mouth. He told you exactly how he was going to beat you, and you still could not stop it. That is not confidence. That is something this game has simply never seen before or since.